Hello everyone, Wayne May here. I'm with Treasure Earth, of course. Um, Today I've come to one of the local parks, one of the larger parks in and around the city. I spent a lot of time here when I was a kid. Um, there's a lot of old structures, old barns, things like that, that I somewhat remember as a kid. Um, so the finds today um, will likely be sort of barn finds, hopefully some old tools, um, license plates, maybe old car parts, things like that. Unlikely to find any coins or jewelry here, but it's a great park. Today I'm going to be using the XP Deus. I've had this detector for over 10 years now, and it's just an awesome detector, really. I use Deus Fast as one of the factory presets. It comes with quite a few that you can turn this thing on right out of the box. Gives you a lot of great options for that. So why don't we check this area out and see what we can find. So the first signal that came up, very strong, very squelchy. In this case, just happened to be a big piece of iron, which is common with that signal for sure. It looks like a plate with a bearing housing, and that was the first find. So remember, when you're in parks and public places, it's very important to not disrupt anything. Obviously, get permissions and check out the laws in the area. But always clean up after yourself and make sure that there's no trace after you're done filling your holes. And just be aware of that and wildlife and people and things like that. But that's the first find, as expected. Yeah, just as a barn find, a big piece of iron. Let's keep looking. So the next signal we came across was a lid of a tin can. Not far from that, a similar signal came through. Likely the rest of that can, but an anthill was right on top of it. So we're not going to dig that one. Like I said, it's not far from the lid. It's likely just the tin can, and certainly don't want to disrupt this nest here. So we'll move on. So a few finds in this beautiful glade area. As expected, iron, as you would typically figure would be on an old ranch or farm that was here years ago. Barbed wire, cans, and mostly iron. In this sort of case, you sort of have to dig everything. Not only is it park cleanup, but the iron signals, of course, could be anything. So you really have to dig it all. It's a bit thicker through this area. The grass is a little higher. I have the 11.5-inch coil on here. If you're going to do wooded areas, the smaller coil, the 8s, the 9s, are a little better just for navigating through the trees and the tall grass. But just a beautiful day. There's cloud cover, but no rain yet. So why don't we keep on looking? So I had a big iron signal just on the bank. Now, this area that I'm in, likely in the spring, with some of the runoff, it's got water in it. It may flow right to the creek that's only a few hundred yards down. But this big iron signal turned out to be an old folding chair that you can see there. Not something I expected to dig up actually today, but something more you'd find maybe magnet fishing or something in the river. But a very cool find. Obviously the wood's gone, so it's pretty old. Let's keep looking. So I found a spot just above where the maybe the water would have been. It's just sort of a small flat area, but the detector's going crazy. And what it is an old sort of dump style just beyond the shovel handle there. I can see just from the surface there's old cans and garbage. It looks like someone would have been dumping their old metal here. So the detector's going crazy. The nice thing about the Deus is you can filter through some of this stuff. You got to change some of the settings and try and filter through some of the iron if you're willing to do that. Even on this setting, it's very good at doing that anyways. I don't think I'll tackle this area. I dug up a couple of cans as cleanup, but I might come back to this. Let's leave it and keep looking in the other direction. Signal here. So we're just going to dig that out. See what that guy looks like. It's very rooted ground here, as you would expect, in kind of this wooded area. Let's get the old pinpointer out, see if we can't track this down. You can see there's quite a long signal right there already. I do recommend actually using gloves for this sort of thing, because we are tackling some iron here, and looks like it could be a toy gun here. It's yeah, that's exactly what that is. Found an old toy gun. What a fun find in the middle of the forest. Hi guys, I'm gonna call it quits for today. Did some great detecting in here. I did find where the possible farmyard was. As expected, barbed wire and a lot of cans for sure. There was a couple of cool objects in there. I'll post those. I appreciate you joining me today. This is the first in a series with Treasure Earth, treasure hunting with Wayne May. It's been a great day. Weather's been good. There's some clouds in the distance. I might actually get rained on before I go. The detector, through all the iron, actually did manage to find a couple of nickels. That's what I like about the XP Deus. You can really pinpoint some of those non-ferrous items when you're looking through a field of iron. Well, let's join me next time. Remember to stay safe out there, respect the environment and those people around you, and we'll definitely see you next time. Bye for now.